Hi guys, this is Sarah with Raven's Crochet. Welcome back to the channel. My furry feeling Raven is looking at me from across the room on her kitty tree, really wanting my attention and mad that she's not getting it, I guess. I'm here just to give you guys a quick little update. I have a finished object to share with you guys, and I have a huge prayer request. I have been periodically leaving updates on baby Winter, who's been in ICU since the day she was born. Her mother went into induced labor early because she had a lot of water fluid around the baby's lungs and everything that they had to tend to. And it's been over 100 days now, and Winter is so much closer to being able to leave the hospital and go home. She's down, last I heard, to 23% oxygen. She's just wearing the little nasal oxygen tube that goes into your nose and hooks over your ears. And she's been able to wear her own personal clothing. Her mother's been bringing her onesies and head wraps with bows on them and flowers, and she's been taking the cutest little pictures. So thank you so much for praying for Winter. Now I need serious prayers for my friend. She's been really sick. I've mentioned her previously on the channel. Her name is M. I can't tell you much, but she's been really sick, and she's waiting on doctors to go through the test slides. She had a procedure done recently, and she's waiting on doctors to send her the results and call her. She's been really worried and getting multiple opinions on whether or not she's got cancer, and it's pretty serious, and we're really worried. I was on the phone with her this morning. She sounded awful. So all she needs is rest and a lot of love and healing and prayer. So please pray for her. She did send me some happy mail, which I was really surprised at. She shouldn't be doing much of anything except resting and healing. I sent her some happy mail through Amazon, and that's the exact same thing she just did for me, and I got it in the mail a couple of days ago. It's for yarn. It's for yarn. She sent me a yarn bag. Gorgeous. It's neutral. It's gray all the way around, and I love gray. I can wear this out, use it with wearing anything. I can put anything in here. It's good for putting like yarn in here to make when you're making a blanket. I thought it would be great for using it as an overnight bag for my grandmother's house, and I can also put my yarn in here that I'm working on for that particular project I have going. I'm going to be using it for my temperature blanket. My temperature blanket and yarn is all here. This is just your typical gym bag. It just zips up down the top middle, and it has a zipper side pouch on one side, and then it has an open slot side pouch on the other side, and that's it. Just your typical gym bag. No other straps. That's it. I've got like 3 or 4 weeks of progress I need to catch up on. I'm waiting to film to show you guys how I attach my next color. This is just your basic premium worsted weight acrylic, and it's machine washable and dryable. It's Premier Basics that I'm using. But excuse me, I still got allergies going on. I'm COVID free, but I still got the allergies and the sniffles and the runny nose, so But anyways, let me show you guys this bag. So it opens up this way. So once I have my yarn in here, I can zip this pouch closed. Then I can pull my project out. I can pull my hook out. There's a side pouch here that opens up. There's no pocket on the front. This is all for aesthetics. It opens up, and this is a really good place to put circular knitting needles. I have an extra divider here that I'm not using, but this is really good for like circular knitting needles and long crochet hooks. The blanket crochet hooks or the Tunisian crochet hooks are really good to put in here. I just have this in here for safekeeping so I don't lose it. And this is really good for other hooks. It's got like a small little elastic pouch for that'd be good for stitch markers. Got little pockets here for little stitch markers or little bitty row counters or anything small you would need for your project. And this zips back closed, and it's large enough of a pocket in here pretty much that you can slip little pattern pamphlets in here, or fold a legal size sheet of paper in half and put it in here. Small notebook will fit in here with some writing pens. Now this top pouch opens up, And it comes with these dividers. I have one attached on the side here, just so I can put like a cell phone here or a small notebook or something. Hairbrush will fit there, something big and bulky right there. But you have a center divider, so you have like this long section towards the back for your work in progress, and then you have this divider to where you use the one that I showed you that's tucked in here, and the one I have on the side panel. These tuck from the wall and go across, so you have three large sections here in the middle. So you have three large skein, like you can get like the jumbo size skeins of yarn. They'll stand up and fit in here, and then you can prep 6 jumbo size skeins of yarn in here. They will easily fit in here. This will also fit. You can squeeze 10 smaller, like 8 to 10 ounce skeins of yarn will fit in here. And then you can have like a little bit of space on top for like your pattern and your work in progress. But you get all your yarn in here, then you close it up, and it's got 3 feeding holes that your yarn tail will feed through. And then you have this nice open bay area that you can pull your project out from. Your yarn's feeding through, and you're working, the yarn's feeding through, you're working, and then you can just tuck your project right back in here when you're done. Tuck your crochet needle in a side pocket, which I've created with that little side thingy, or you could just slip it in the side pocket right here. It's got 2 side pockets on this end, and these are large enough you can stick your hand through. You can put your cell phone in here, your passport, your airplane ticket, whatever. It's got 2 more pockets just as big on the other side, and it has this detachable shoulder strap, which is also adjustable. It's got a nice shoulder pad. And it's got your 2 basic gem handles that also have a strap to Velcro together for extra security. So this is a really nice carry-on bag, and again it has that little Velcro strap here on the back. You can slip it right over your luggage handle. But this is going to be for my temperature blanket yarn. The finished object I have is called the Feeling Festive Shawl. The link for this will be in the description box below. I have linked it below my last couple of videos because I previously showed you guys it was a work in progress. Well, I finally have it finished. I started here with the purple, and it graduated into this gorgeous goldenrod color, into a mustard, the lime greens, and the aquas, this beautiful candied like taffy looking purple. It's like a muted neon pastel purple, fuchsia magenta, and into these rose garden colors. The moss green fades into a purple. I love that. And then I love putting borders on things. I always think borders just make things just pop, and it pulls it all together and evens out the ends. And I just went with a neutral gray. And I like the way it turned out. I did 2 rounds of just a simple granny stitch, the same stitch I used throughout the pattern, and which is a 3 double crochet cluster and then a chain 1. For the 2 sides, I just did the granny clusters, and then on the ends, I mimicked the pattern with the chain 1 in between the granny clusters, so that it would not pull in. Without doing the chain 1s on the border, just like throughout the pattern, it would squeeze this in. But on the sides, it didn't need the chain 1s in the middle of the granny cluster, so I just did the granny clusters by themselves. And I really like how it turned out, except the fact they call it a Feeling Festive shawl. They call it a shawl, and to me, this is not wide enough for it to be a shawl, especially not on my body. I'm 5'9", which is 69 inches long. Your wingspan is pretty much the same as your height. So my wingspan is also 69 inches. And this spreads out further, maybe about 10 inches further on one side. Maybe on both sides. Let me try it. Yep. Okay. So stretching it out evenly across my shoulders. Okay. It spans about 10 inches past my fingers on both ends. So 70, 80, about 90 inches long. That's a pretty good length. So for me, it's a nice scarf. It could be like a small shawl, but I like the pattern so much. I'm working on a bigger shawl. Um, I can't share the pattern with you. Excuse me. It does cost $1, but Zelda has a really great swatch tutorial on how to do this pattern. So both of those links are at the bottom. You can purchase it for $1. It's so easy to follow. I thought it was super easy, but some people were having confusion with it, and so Zelda explains that really nicely in her little goofy tutorials that she does. I love watching her sometimes. So anyways, the pattern does say to chain 84. Um, instead of chaining 84, I think on this bigger one I chained 120 or something. It was a multiple of 4, which is that part, the multiple of 4, that is not part of the pattern. I always improvise and do my own thing on, and never ever ever follow a pattern exactly. No, I never do. I don't know why. There's just a little feature that I personally like better, that I think works better for me. So I never ever ever follow a pattern. Um, so I changed up a couple of things, and then on this bigger one, this is a 3-weight yarn, which is actually a really thin 3-weight yarn. The yarn I used is from Ice Yarns. It's called Cakes Wool DK, and this is the other skein, the other cake that it came with. It came in a pack of 2. The lot number 61237. I don't think they have this anymore though. I bought this like pretty much a year ago. I bought this in like January, February last year, in like 2021, and it was like one of the last. Surprisingly, it was one of the last colorways left, and I love it. It is super 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 gorgeous. I love how it turned out. It is so so pretty. But it'll be a good scarf for me, and it's 30% wool, 70% premium acrylic. I've already hand washed it, and I put it in my spin tub dryer. That's like a salad spinner, and it was pretty much like 95% dry. Like I barely even had to block it. All I had to do is spread it out, and it had about half an hour. But no, it had about an hour to lay out flat and dry, and it's gorgeous. All I did was hand wash it with some baby soap. Just use some simple baby soap, and it's it's nice. It's nice. So anyways, this is 520 yards, and it's 150 grams. Yes, and it comes in a pack of 2 from Ice Yarns, and it was like $10. It was like $9.99 for the pack of 2. And then the yarn I used, they actually classified as a 2-weight yarn, as opposed to the cake was a 3, but the 3-weight yarn was thinner than the 2-weight yarn that I used for the border. It's just a simple 100% premium acrylic that I bought from Ice Yarns, and it is also it's right over. Let me go grab it real quick. It's just in a small little skein. A lot of their packs come in 400-gram packages, and show you an example. So like this one, that's not a good example because I opened one up. Okay, so this is a pack of 4, 100% premium acrylic. I got a pack of that in this gray yarn, and this is called Softly Baby Fine. It's a 2/8 yarn. Ew, it is actually 55% acrylic, 45% polyamide. To me, it feels just like acrylic. It's not very soft, in my opinion, for having polyamide in it. When worked up, it does feel like acrylic. I don't feel the polyamide in it very much. That's just me though. It could be because of my dry skin also. I did just hand wash it. I let it soak for about 5 minutes, and then I hand washed it for about 30 seconds, just kind of swished it in the bin, and then I dumped it, rinsed it a couple of times, dumped it, and then I put it in my spin temp dryer. So it was literally only in baby soap for like maybe not even 10 minutes. I swished it around in the water, let it soak, swished it around in the water, rinsed it, swished it around in the water, rinsed it, squeezed it out, and I put it in my spin tub dryer. And then it came out like 95% dry. But this is what the yarn looks like. 55 acrylic, 45 polyamide, 100 gram skein, 330 meters. It's a 2/8 yarn, but again, it's a very chunky, airy, plushy 2/8 yarn. So I think it went well with the Cakes Wool DK. So that's just me. It's a gray neutral border, and grays go with everything. I could have used cream. I could have used white. Cream would have looked awesome, but I didn't have cream in a 2/8 Softly Baby Fine, which is what that one is. Softly Baby Fine. I don't know if they have this line of yarn on their website right now, but I know that they do have 2/8 yarns in acrylic and polyamide. So if you just do like a little bit of hunting, you can type in polyamide, and then there's like a red menu on the left side of the screen, which would be on this side of the screen. There'll be like on Ice Yarn's homepage. Just type into the top search bar polyamide, and then scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see like a red column right here on the side of your screen, and it'll show you different types of yarn you can choose, different types of fibers, different weights. You can scroll down even further. You can choose different colors. And so there's all different categories of yarn you can choose from. And that's a good little tip on narrowing down your search if you're looking for a particular type of yarn. So anyways, that's all I have for now, guys. I don't have much else to show you. I got some lotion bottles. You know, you can get these little standard, you know, flip top open bottles. You can buy like a big giant bottle of lotion or hand soap or hand sanitizer, and you can refill these little bottles up. And I buy these all the time to put lotions in and creams in. A lot of us shop at Dollar Tree, and I wanted to show you in the craft section, they have these squeeze applicator bottles. They work just as good. They work just as good as these flip top open lotion bottles. You can also open these up, and you can put a cream in here or whatever, and they have like little twist top openings, just like the twist top opening on a bottle of school glue. It's that twist top opening, so you can close it so it won't spill in your purse or your bag or whatever you keep it in. So I wanted to share that, and this is like $1, or if it's $1.25 store now, it's $1.25. Whereas this single tube was at my local grocery store, and the next to the pharmacy where the bath products were and the deodorant and the toothpaste. This is $1, and I got 2 of these, almost the same size, for $1 at the dollar store. So I'm just saying, if you see any little containers like these, and you know you can close the top, you can keep it cream or a substance, a liquid substance of some kind from spilling, then these are decent for that. And these are also good for medications. Like you have like a large bottle of medication cream, and you need to apply it only on certain areas, like your wrist or your back. These are good, you know, applicator tips to use for that. So, because I also use Flexol cream whenever I have a sore back, and those are good for putting the Flexol cream in there because of the applicator tips. I can apply that towards my back, and I can rub it in. I can use a glove, or I can just wash my hands right afterwards. But anyways, just a little side tip there, because I like to randomly throw those in. So please pray for my friend, and I pray that she feels better soon with God's loving hands. And please continue praying for baby Winter. She's almost ready to go home. I'm not sure, but it's looking pretty close. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks, I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll see. I think she's got a procedure coming up, but we'll see. So prayers and love to all who need. And I thank you so much for being here, guys, and liking my content. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I will always be back with more. And I've just been, you know, going through a mental hard time with everything going on, and my grandpa's memorial coming up. So things are just heavy for me right now, but please be patient. I will be back with those tutorials and reviews because I have a few lined up that I have been wanting to do. So much love to you guys. I hope you'll have a great one. Mwah. And I'll see you later.